Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come on today and do a weekly warm review. I'm really impressed how well I did this week. I'm gonna try harder to be more consistent with doing weekly melting and weekly wax picks because I think that really helped me and it really motivated me, and I kept better track of how the scents did and their performance and all that. Also, my friend Canada and Kim in Canada let me know that I reached 2,000 subscribers. Let's say that again, 2,000 subscribers. I had no idea. I don't usually watch my subscriber count at all. Ooh, there's something burning back there. Hold on. Let me make sure there's no fire. Okay, we're good. One of the houses on the other street next to us actually did have a huge fire in their house 2 years ago. So every time I see smoke over there, I'm like, and it was their boys playing around in the garage and they set a fire, so it was their fault. So now I'm super leery every time I see smoke. Okay, so 2,000 subscribers. My friend Canada Kim is her YouTube name. If you're not watching her, I really like her videos. And speaking of as well, there's a few people that I just want to give little shout outs to or something, because every time I see their videos pop up, I'm super excited. The first one, well, obviously Canada Kim is one of my favorites. Ashley Pedersen, if you're not subscribed to her, please go subscribe to her. I literally was having anxiety the other day. I turned on one of her videos and she just calmed me. She's just this calming voice and she's so organized with her melts, and I really like listening to her. She grounds me. That sounds really deep, doesn't it? Also Pretty Polka Dots. I keep calling her Pretty Pink Polka Dots, and I'm so sorry if she happens to be watching, but it's Pretty Polka Dots. I really like her channel as well. I like her decluttering updates especially. 209 Serenity or 206 Serenity. I can't think of what the numbers are. I'm bad at remembering things. Probably if you guys have been watching me for a while, you probably know this. I like her as well. She's always commenting on my channel, which I thoroughly enjoy. I love when all of you guys comment, really. I love answering comments and going and seeing what you guys think. You guys sometimes have come on and said, hey, you're pronouncing this wrong, and will totally tell me how to pronounce it correctly, and I totally appreciate that as well, because I can't tell you how many times I've gone and listened, gone on YouTube and say, how do you pronounce whatever the word is, and I'll be way off, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad somebody commented about that, because otherwise I would have sounded like an idiot, Also, another one is, let's see, Myra and Kyra, or Kyra and Myra. They are so cute. They're this cute little mother-daughter team that I just watched, I think 2 of their videos in a row, and I was like, yeah, I'm subscribing. They were cute. Who else? I feel like I don't want to forget anybody, but if you post on a regular basis, I'm probably watching you. Kim and I, well, first of all, we share the same name, but we both have a love for Fizzy Pop, so we can, always converse about Fizzy Pop scents, which I adore. All right, so I did get through quite a bit of things, and I tried to keep this in better order, in better shape, tried to keep better notes, which I think doing it weekly will help me do, because I was really my mind was really focused, I guess. Usually I'm just kind of whatever. But also I'm super excited to start a new melting basket. And I do have a few hauls coming, which I said I was going to slow down, and really I have not. So that was a complete lie. And anyways, thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm jumping around. I'm watching this fire burn out here. It's really close to our fence, and I'm just watching it. Where was I going? Subscribers. Oh yes, so I don't usually watch my subscriber list, and she said I reached 2,000. So if you have subscribed or are new to the channel, or whatever, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you taking the time to watch. I know time is precious, and I don't know, I usually watch YouTube just as a relaxation. I like hearing, if I'm talking about something, I love it. I do Lush demos sometimes I do Lush hauls. I've slowed down on Lush buying though, because I don't want to have too much and not be able to get through it. If you see it on my channel, it's because I truly love it, not because I ever expected, I don't know, anything really. If I talk about it, it's because I love it, so, and it's fun for me to make videos. I like doing the editing. I like talking with you guys especially, and all that. Okay, let's go ahead and just jump in. I felt like I needed to do some sort of rambling, but I don't know where I'm going with all that. But thank you anyways, just for commenting and all that stuff. All right, let's start with Scentsy because I have 3 empty clamshells. I'm trying to finish up my Scentsy and I don't know where I'm going from here. I don't know if I'm ever gonna repurchase Scentsy again or not. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Okay, so the first bar is Pink Tulips, and this is a combination of apples, raspberry, and jasmine. This to me smelled like a fruity with a light floral. For some reason I was thinking there was pink sugar in there just because it's called Pink Tulips, but that totally wasn't the case. It wasn't my favorite. It was a little too floral for me. I wasn't getting on the berry train either. If you like berries though, I think you would like this because I feel like it was more fruity than floral, but just that little hint of floral just kind of ruined it for me. And yeah, it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't a favorite of mine this week for sure. Okay, next up I have Bamboo Yuzu, which I do not have a scent description for. This to me, I was thinking of, what was it, Yuzu Dragon that came out from Scentsy a couple years ago, and I was looking for that like fruity note, but mostly I got bamboo. I got like a green, water green note from this. This one was really pretty and surprised me. It did really strong. Yeah, it was a really strong thrower for me, and I've had this bar for a while. I had another bar from Scentsy, I think my last review, that didn't do very well, and it was old, so. This one was recommended by my friend Gina. She's actually a Scentsy consultant, and I have bought from her before. Jammy Time. She recommended this one as just like a nighttime melt. This one was very strong, very, very strong. It was throwing out of rooms and into other spaces and just, yeah, it was going nuts. However, I did not like it because it has baby freesia, freesia, lavender, sweet pea. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Strong AF. But yeah, it was super strong. I just didn't like the combination. I don't think I love sweet pea or the freesia note on, mixed. And the lavender, it's kind of like a sweet lavender. I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't one that I would have to go out and repurchase. Here's one that kicks some major ass, and I did not expect this at all because I'd heard some mixed things about L3's clamshells. I was going to say scent shots, but clamshells. This is Enchanted Rose, and this is, let's see. It's on here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. I knew they had the scent description on here. It's Enchanted Rose, Rose Jam, it's called Enchanted Rose, Rose Jam and Vanilla Lace. This one was just a Rose Jam scent to me. I didn't feel like I picked up any Vanilla Lace, it probably was in there, but I think Vanilla Lace is one of those like blender scents. It was so pretty. Now when I'm smelling the clamshell, I smell kind of a weird tone, but when it was warming, there was no weird tone at all. This one was super strong. It was throwing out of rooms as well. I think I had it in my living room, which is a hard space to warm things in, but it was beautiful. I think L3 is gonna be a vendor that I order from on a regular basis. Like I said, in the clamshell, I'm getting a funny tone, but on warm, when you take it out and all that, it's totally good. It's like really good. So yeah. Okay, another one that I warmed, I needed like a nose clearing scent, and I did Buffy Super Tarts, Rosemary Mint and Lemonade. This one was amazing. I loved this one. Now you can see, I was telling my friend Devin, I don't know Devin if you're watching, but I think you were showing some clamshells that had all of these. This was purchased by me, and all of my clamshells have been stored in the same area, in the same spot, and some of the clamshells just disintegrate like this, and some of them are totally fine. I have another Super Tarts here that I will show you that is like completely intact. I'll just show you. So this one here, if you look, there's no weirdness. This one I probably purchased before this one because I think this is from the very first release that she did when she was first went to ready to ship. So that's from that very first opening that she did, and then this is from like when she put out the Buffy thing. So I just wanted to show Devin that because I know she was concerned about, or she was talking about it or something. Anyways, I don't know what the point of that was, but Rosemary Mint and Lemonade, this was amazing. It was, I think it's more it's hard to tell which scent is coming out more. It almost feels like 50-50 to me. It's just such a pretty scent. I love lemonade and I love rosemary mint, so for me this was like a perfect combination. To me, both of the scents came off pretty well. I did feel like this one, although the two scents, the rosemary mint and the lemonade, were super strong, I felt like this one faded pretty fast, like, which was odd to me because I just thought both of those scents were so strong. I was just like, this one's gonna keep going for a while. However, I will say this, when I do melt things, I only melt them for no more than like 4 or 5 hours unless I just forget or I'm really enjoying a scent, then I'll just leave it in. But yeah, most of the time I change my wax out a couple times a day, so I won't talk about longevity really of anything, but I will say that with the 4 hours that I had this going, I felt like when I went to dump it, it had gotten like really soft. And here's another one as well that was not as strong as I was thinking it was going to be. This is Lotus Blossoms, Pink Chiffon, Sea Salt, and Blackberry. Look at how weird my camera went. Can you guys see that? Looks weird. I think that's the way this sticker is. So this one I could mostly smell the blackberry and sea salt, which is really pretty together. I would never think blackberry sea salt would be like a good mix, but it really was. This one, it was like blackberry, sea salt, and then the floral notes. I don't love Pink Chiffon. I don't really know what Lotus Blossoms smell like, but I don't like Pink Chiffon. I don't feel like Pink Chiffon really stood out in here to me. I feel like it was mostly blackberry and sea salt. That's what my nose picked up. And I feel like this one was a medium throw. That's what I put on here as a medium throw. I warmed 4 cubes, 2 cubes in each of my warmers in my computer room. And when I walked in, you could smell it, but it wasn't like overly strong, which I think in this case, you wouldn't really want this scent to be super strong. Otherwise, it might be too much for some people. Okay, so here's one that I didn't finish, but I'm gonna talk about some that I didn't finish just because, I don't know. I'm almost done with it. If you look at the clamshell, this looks horrible. I have had this guy this is probably from the very second Alice restock she ever did, which is probably like way back in 2014. So this guy's old, but it is still strong. You know what? This really reminded me of Rose Jam. Like really when I was warming this, I just kept thinking Rose Jam. It was strong. It's actually buttercream frosting, coconut cream pie, raspberries, and roses, but it just smells like Rose Jam to me. I put this in the bedroom Scentsy. It did okay in there. And then in the 24 watt, it had a super high throw. So I don't know. My Scentsy's are acting weird for me now. I don't really know. Some things throw well. Like I can throw Super Tarts in there usually, and they'll throw well in the Scentsy warmer. I just think, I don't know why. I just think because of the high percentage of oil she has in her stuff. I think I also put a L3. Yeah, I put some of that Enchanted Rose in the Scentsy warmer, and it did really well also. This one, let's talk about this one really quick. Cinderella Would Be Jealous from the Bathing Garden. I used 4 cubes, 2 cubes each in my living room area. Now my living room area is a totally hard place to get a good scent throw. Cinderella Would Be Jealous is a Lush Snow Cake dupe. This thing threw long and strong. I kept this one going for a while because I was so in love with the scent. But to get a good scent throw in my living room is pretty hard, and this one kicked some major butt. Like it did so well. I was so impressed. The Bathing Garden has totally redeemed itself for me over a few things. Like this one too, like Painting the Roses Red. I mean, this one's from 2014 and it still did amazingly well. So yeah. So this one, yes, I was never a Lush fan, but as you can see, like I've already talked about Rose Jam, Snow Cake now, so apparently my nose has changed. Let's talk about Tiffany candles. Let's talk about her 3-pack paraffin packs. What am I trying to say? Teddy Tarts. I think I had a lot of Teddy Tarts, and I think I had some scallops, but mostly Teddy Tarts, I feel like. So let's talk about this scent first. This is Cupid's Wings, and this is a beautiful powdery, well, actually, it probably said something else. Beautiful powdery something with a touch of vanilla. This one was really pretty. I was super surprised that I liked this one, just because I thought it'd be super powdery, but it was not. It was a beautiful scent. Let me see if I can still smell it in here. It had about a medium throw, and I did these in my kitchen. I did all 3 of the Teddy Tarts or Scallop Tarts. Yeah, this one is not powdery at all. It's a beautiful, It almost reminds me of like a floral, but I didn't get like that really strong floral either. Just girly and beautiful. So I did one in each warmer in my kitchen. So I had 3 warmers going with 1 Teddy Tart each. That's how I usually warm Tiffany stuff. Let's see, I'm gonna put that right there, I guess. Okay, Sex Bomb type is a Lush bath bomb called Sex Bomb, obviously. And this, I never used to love Sex Bomb, but now I totally do. And Tiffany makes, I think, one of the better ones that I've smelled anyways. I think I've only tried a few from a few vendors. But I'm trying to think of what is in there. I want to say it's like jasmine, ylang ylang, and one other thing, and it's escaping me right now. But Sex Bomb is like a floral. It's basically a floral. But it's got something like special. It kind of has a floral sweetness to me. Oh, I don't know why I never liked this one, because now I totally love it. It's so weird how our noses change. This one did really well. I let this one go for quite a bit because it was just so pretty. I didn't want to... Actually, I have a second one of that one. I forgot I ordered 2 from her last time. But I let it go for a long time. Let's talk about this little guy. This was a sample in Fizzy Pops. Holy crap. I put this one in my daughter's 24 watt Mainstays warmer. This one was so strong. I had her door shut actually. And I could smell it out here in the living room. So it was going through her room, through her door, down the hallway, and into my entire living room. This one was strong. I so wish I had ordered like a big quantity of Fizzy Pops so I could like mix it with stuff, because I am loving Fizzy Pops right now. That one was really good. I enjoyed that one thoroughly. It was just like your effervescent. I think somebody asked me in the comments what Fizzy Pops smells like, or they were curious. But to me, it's like just this effervescence of, if you were to have like a LaCroix, like that's what I would think of, sort of like a strong LaCroix, if you guys know what that is. Like a ginger ale, but it's different than ginger ale. Like I have ginger ale scents and it's completely different. Yeah, okay. Next one is Love Letter. I asked Tiffany on her Facebook page what Love Letter was, and she had this long description. I felt bad. I was like, oh crap, I didn't mean to make you type that all out. Hopefully she just copied and pasted it from somewhere, because there's a lot of stuff in here. I was just like, oh my gosh. So I just wrote down what I was smelling. So I put that it was a sweet floral. I could smell vanilla sugar, amber, violet, and jasmine. Those were the notes that I was picking up, but there was so much more in here. I think the only thing that I didn't love about this is it kind of took on, I think the amber gives it a little bit of like that stronger note. If you guys have smelled amber and if you have smelled amber and wax, then you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. It just makes things like a little bit different. Well, obviously, but okay, that didn't make any sense. This pink peppermint, this one I was a little bit disappointed in. I was expecting this to be like some really strong blend. It's one of our house blends, and it's pink sugar. Yeah, pink sugar and peppermint, right? I think it is. One of these scents I thought I knew exactly what it was, and it turned out to be something totally different. But it was a beautiful scent. This was a really pretty scent, but it was about a medium throw. I was like expecting this one to be really strong. Now I did do two tarts in my kitchen and one out here in the living room, so, or no, actually I did 2 in my kitchen, and then I did the 3rd one in my daughter's room just to see if it would be stronger in there, and it was stronger in my daughter's room because it was a smaller space. But this one also too, you may not want a super strong throw. Sorry, I had to get a drink there. But pink peppermint, like if you were to let the peppermint like totally take the scent over, it could totally be overwhelming. So that one, I'm kind of okay with the medium throw on that one. Just sometimes peppermint is too much. This is the one that I was thinking of, Pink Panties. I was thinking that this was something else. This is a house blend. It's Love Spell and Pink Sugar. This one was so pretty. I don't think I love Love Spell, but I actually really enjoyed it in this. This again was a medium throw. I'm not sure why I was just getting medium throws, but it was fine with me. Like you could walk in and you could smell the scent. Medium throw is still good for me. Like a high throw for me is something that's like either gonna throw me out of the house or it's gonna make me sick. So medium throw is fine with me. This one was just so pretty. And I don't even love Pink Sugar right now, but this one, her Pink Sugar, I think is good. If you don't like pink sugar, try Tiffany's, and hers is like a sweeter, softer pink sugar, I think. I had 2 of these, so I decided to go ahead and warm them in my living room. Rosemary, mint, and strawberry. And I can't remember who. Someone came out in my living room and said, wow, this smells really good out here. So this is a winner in the house. Rosemary, mint, and strawberry. This is a really beautiful blend. It did do really well. It performed nicely in the living room. 24-watt hot plate, and then my 20-watt Walgreens. Oh, I haven't been talking about which of these would be repurchases for me. I don't know. I should do that, but this one, and surprisingly, even though everybody else loved this one like wasn't like my super favorite. I do like her rosemary, mint, and strawberry. Just for some reason, it just didn't hit notes with me that day. It wasn't bad, but I wasn't like, I definitely need that again and again, you know? Okay. Let's talk about a bag I finished from Tiffany Candles while we are on the subject. So I finished a strawberry shortcake and vanilla bean noel. This one performed differently for me every time I warmed it. And when I mean by performance, I mean like I kept getting different notes from it. Like one time I would get like super strong like strawberry scent, like a fresh picked strawberry. And then other times I would get like a heavy bakery note. So it was all over the place, but it was awesome. I really liked this blend. I actually blended it with pink sugar one day because I have a scoopable in pink sugar that I'll show you here in a minute. And it was good that way. It was good by itself. Again though, it was one of those medium throwers. I didn't feel like it was super strong. One day though, I think was my fault because I did overfill my warmers. I noticed. I was like, holy crap, that was a lot of wax for that little warmer. So one of the days I did, and then the next day when I made a smaller amount and didn't fill it up so full, it did better, I feel like. So yeah, so I mixed it with pink sugar one day, and that was really pretty. And yeah, strawberry shortcake is a good blend. It's like got that fresh picked strawberry note, and then the bakery would come through, and then vanilla bean noel to me is just more like a blender scent. Like it just kind of tones anything down or just makes something more creamy in my opinion. So we finished a bag there. All right, let's talk about some of these that I used in, some of these were used in the bathroom and some other places. I'll just get to that. These were like little smaller sizes. So Sassy Girl Aroma Calicus Clean Cotton. Calicus is a Lush shower gel that I absolutely adore. It's kind of like a sweet tart, like a lime sweet tart maybe, or like a fruity. It's kind of like a fruity note really to me. But I love the shower gel. This little piece did amazing in my daughter's bathroom. So a lot of these that I'm going to show you were warmed in my daughter's Scentsy warmer in the bathroom. This one did amazing. I'm so glad I finally got a bag of this. I've been dying. Thank you to my friend Candy for making the sampler for me. That was super sweet, and so now I have a bag of it and I am like super happy. This one did amazingly well. It smells so good. Like this one, if you like clean cotton or fruity, this is one definitely to check out. So I did that one, and then we did Hades and Persephone, which I could finally use the other little pumpkin that I have because so many of you were kind enough to send me or let me buy or whatever the Bathing Garden scent from you. It's citrus, cognac, musk, patchouli, and ozone. I don't even know how to explain this one. This one is just, it's one of those scents that's so different that I've never smelled in wax before, but it's amazing. It just, yeah, I don't know. It's just good. Some people, it's going to either be a love or hate for people, I think. Disneyland. I did not bother writing down scent descriptions for this one because I got zero throat from this one. I put it in my daughter's, and of all places, I put it in my daughter's room in her 24-watt mainstays, and everything throws in that thing. So I don't know what was going on. I couldn't smell anything. So I didn't write down a scent description because there was no point, really. Okay, Big Top Lemonade. This one was kind of a disappointment as well. I don't know what the deal was with this one. Everything usually throws in the bathroom Scentsy warmer. Like I usually almost always get a good throw. Big Top Lemonade is kind of like a pink lemonade, but this one I got a very light throw. But the thing was, the sample was pretty small. It was like maybe not even 0.5 ounces, I don't think. Maybe not even that. I should have waited. It smelled good in the bag. It was very light in the bathroom. So I don't know. I have clamshells of it, so I'm gonna let those cure for a bit and then try again. But yeah, I wasn't impressed with that. This one, I didn't bother writing down a scent description for this one either. I have had this. Again, this one was not a good throw. I think because the thing was just so old. Like, I don't know. If you guys have been ordering from the Bathing Garden for a while, you might have remembered these. But these were probably from like 2 or 3 years ago. I had the Black Bunt, which is Fairy Bonfire. If you look, it was like a little sampler. And you can hardly read on there. But she had different color bunts in there. And Fairy Bonfire, I could smell something. But I didn't bother writing a scent description because I have a clamshell of it, and I'll just do a full review then because I've totally been impressed with her clamshell. So that was kind of a bust for me. Okay, Midsummer Song. This one was actually really pretty. I did this one in the bathroom in the Scentsy warmer as well. And this one is sugared vanilla, candied lemon, and orange, and dark berries. This one at first I thought when I walked in, I was like, this is a fruity floral. I know it is. And when I got in there and I looked up the scent description, I was like, oh. But that's how it comes off to me. It comes off to me as a very fruity floral, but I don't know where the floral is coming from. But I could smell the berries. Like after, I think mostly after, once I read the scent description, I was mostly smelling dark berries. So I think I did order that in my last order. Super Tarts Tate and Violet. This I think was also sent from my friend Candy. This is Sweater Weather, Cotton Candy, Blackberry, and Peppermint. I think Tate is Sweater Weather, Blackberry, and Cotton Candy, and Violet is Peppermint, Blackberry, and Cotton Candy. And so that it's just a mix of all those. I know people love this scent. Like people rave about how much they love this scent. I honestly, it was hit or miss for me. Like I don't need to repurchase it. I think I might actually have a Tate and Violet in my clamshell collection. I don't know. I may have destashed them. I'm not sure. But I think I would probably like them on their own better, just because I like Peppermint and I like Sweater Weather, and I probably want each of those scent notes to be on their own. It did perform really well. It was kind of more of like a medium scent throw for me though. I had 2 cubes. My friend Candy had gifted me or racked me. Yeah, random act of kindness me. Random act of kindness. I don't remember how like either I bought it or she sent it to me. I don't remember. Either way, I'm thankful, so thank you. But she sent 2 cubes out of a BAM bag, I think. And one of the cubes I put in the Scentsy warmer in the bathroom, and one in the 24-watt hot plate, and usually those throw very well. So to get a medium throw is kind of like mediocre. It's just a softer scent. Again, it's maybe one of those that you don't want a super strong throw. Okay, so these 2 items I got from a D-stash as like freebies. They were these huge chunks from Kimry Ann's, and you can kind of see the bags are like, this wax was like super soft. It was like melting in my hands. But when I did put it in my warmers, I got a really nice throw. I've never had any Kimry Ann's before, and I was super glad that she included these in my D-stash as freebies, because I went to the Kimry Ann site and I was like, hey, I need these. So Blonde Moment, Cotton Candy Frosting, Ginger Fizzy Ale. This one wasn't my favorite out of the 2, but I did like this just because of the fizzy pop note that was happening. I didn't really smell Blonde Moment too bad. Yeah, you get a lot of fizzy pop out of there, which is what I was really like wanting. So it was about a medium throw, but I like really liked it. I really did. Let's move these out of the way and let's get a new pile started here. So yeah, and then the other one that she sent, I don't know what, I think it's Parasoy. Yeah, it says Parasoy on here. And it was poured January 22nd, 2017. This one was my favorite. And if Kim, if you're watching, Blackberry Mango Ginger Fizzy Ale, isn't that Chicago outfit pretty much? This one was really good. I don't know like what the strength would be compared to the VCS one, but this one was really pretty. I enjoyed this. I want more of this actually. This was just really, really pretty. It, again, like if you look at the bag, I mean, it is just, the bag is like super soft. The wax was like melting in my hand. So I don't know. I don't really know why. I don't know if it was, I mean, like I said, I got it as a freebie in a D-stash that I purchased. So who knows how it was stored or whatever, but it did well. I really enjoyed those pieces of wax. Like I definitely am looking into ordering from Kimry Ann's. Okay, let's pull up some Here, let's do this. Let's finish these bags first. I did 2 Zape bath chunks, and the first one is beach towels, which was fresh towels, coconut, and lemongrass. I don't know if you guys remember a Scentsy scent a long time ago called coconut lemongrass, duh. And it was super strong. That's what this totally reminded me of. I didn't really get the fresh towel scent. I really wanted that fresh towels to come through because I love that scent, but I don't know, coconut lemongrass had to like, it had to grow on me a little bit. It was a little too much. It was strong though. I put it in my computer room and I could smell it all throughout the house. Well, in my living room mostly. That's usually where it flows out into. But yeah, this one was really strong. I was super impressed because I don't know what the age of this is. This is probably from like a restock before, or maybe like, it's probably only had like a month or 2 of cure time, to be honest. But I was super impressed with the throw. I hate saying that because I don't want to send people over to Zape and start like hoarding. I want the Zape to myself. And then this Push Pop, which was Fruity Pebbles and Orange Creamsicle and Yabba Dabba Doo. Now this one, I'm not the biggest fan of Orange Creamsicle. However, when the Fruity Pebbles would like kind of pop out a little bit, I could smell, you know, I could get the Fruity Pebble scent. I was totally loving this scent. Like the Fruity Pebbles saved it for me. I've never really liked Fruity Pebbles, but it just has like this, a bit of sharpness to it. Oh, and it just like kind of overtook the Orange Creamsicle and made this workable for me. But Orange Creamsicle's not like a favorite of mine. I probably wouldn't do Orange Creamsicle again, but that one was also very strong. This one I made the mistake of warming. So these weren't very big. I think these were little waffles, I think. This wasn't very big. I shouldn't have put it in my kitchen. It was too big of a space for that much wax. It just is not ideal. So this is Coffee and Contemplation, freshly brewed coffee, accentuated by hints of rum, brandy, and brown sugar. This one actually, for as small as it was, did fairly well. I would say it was probably like a medium scent throw. It wasn't like super strong, but you could get like the coffee and you could tell there was something else going on with the coffee. But I think I'm gonna warm some more of her stuff this next go around and see how it does. Just because I didn't really give this one really a good shot. I should have never put this in my kitchen. I didn't really give it a fair chance. So I don't really want to talk about like scent throw on that one. But it still was decent though for being in the kitchen. Kitchen, as I've always said, is a really hard space to get a good scent throw for me in there. I don't know why. It's just, I guess it's so open. Wax problems. Okay, so I did these 2 scent shots from Tiffany Kendall's Cranberry Kettle Corn. And I was thinking that this was going to be like kind of like a circus concession, but it really wasn't. It was more of a cranberry to me. Like I got more of like a sweet cranberry more than like salty is what I was thinking. Now in the scent shot, I can smell that kettle corn, but on warm, I mostly got cranberry. So it was kind of, I don't know, it was okay. It was different. If you like cranberry and you want to try something different, cranberry kettle corn would be something to give a try too. And oh, this one did really well. Super impressed with this one. I only did 1 scent shot in my living room. So I have, this one is going now, and well, it doesn't matter. One of these went like 2 days ago, and then this one is actually going now. So the first time I did this one, I was like super impressed. I was like, holy crap, this thing's like throwing throughout my entire living room. I'm loving it. It was in my 20 watt Walgreens warmer. And it was like the prettiest salty sea air with that cotton candy frosting. I was loving it. Salty sea air and cotton candy frosting are like perfect to get together, like perfect. So I was totally having that. And then the second time I warmed the second one, my air conditioning kept going off and I couldn't smell it. And I was like, well, why did the first one do so well? Well, I let it go overnight and my air like kind of stops running so much at night because it cools down. I could totally smell it all night. It was like totally working for me. I loved this one. I think L3, I'm gonna keep going through my stuff and see how it does, but so far so good. So that's awesome. Okay, I did finish a scuba bowl. I'm gonna go through some of the stuff. Oh wait, let's talk about this one really quick because this is one that I did finish that I want to talk about. and then we'll get into scoopables because I did do a few scoopables. Okay, so this is from Sassy Girl Aroma, and this is a mystery blend. It was Sweet 16, and I have Sweet 16 pulled up on my phone. There was some crazy stuff in this one. Like, I was just like, what in the hell? There was so much stuff in this one that I was just like, okay, so this is what's in Sweet 16, okay? Just wait till you hear this. It's mango sorbet, grape, fizzy pop, strawberry raspberry guava, orange sherbet, pineapple, cotton candy, and birthday cake. That's everything that's in there. Now, initially when I smelled this, I could smell fizzy pop. So I was like, I'm gonna love this. I was getting fizzy pop, but then I was getting kind of this like weird note. I don't know what it was. Now that I'm looking at the list, at the ingredients, I'm thinking maybe it might have been the mango sorbet was throwing it off, and the birthday cake. Like, I don't think birthday cake just goes well. Like, I feel like birthday cake doesn't go well with these things because it was giving me like this really odd note that I was not loving. It just, yeah, there was something sour in here. I don't know. It just didn't work for me, for my nose. Some people might really love this one. It just wasn't for me. So that one I did finish. And I warmed it in a bunch of different places. However, the scent throw was very good, and I was impressed by that, but I just wasn't impressed with the scent. Okay, so I did finish a scoopable in pink grapefruit, and this is probably one of the very first scoopables I ordered from Tiffany, so it was about time I used some up. And you can see I pretty much, I mean, that thing's pretty empty. I had a little bit more in there, but trying to scoop some of this stuff out is like difficult. This one, I thought it would be stronger, but honestly, it wasn't as strong as I was hoping. It did okay. It did like about a medium, which I mean is okay. Like I said, I don't always need like a super strong throw. What else? Oh, let's talk about this really quick. So I did not finish these, but I'm gonna like recycle these throughout my melt boxes through the weeks because I have some more ideas for potion pack combos. So I did kettle corn. Whoops. I did kettle corn. I did mac apple, and I did cotton candy frosting to kind of make a circus concession. This was a great combination. I'm impressed. Like, usually when I try to combine things, they never work out. So that's what I had, those three. And yeah, they did really well. I really enjoyed that combination. The Macintosh apple mixed with the kettle corn, and then that cotton candy frosting just sweetened everything down. It worked out really well for me. Okay, so there was only like 3 things in my melt box that I did not get to. So I'm like super, if you guys remember my last week's wax picks, I had quite a bit. I had a full bin, but some of the bags I didn't finish, and the same with some of these. Okay, so I'll talk about this really quick. Summer Creamsicle, I really don't remember this one too much. There's scent notes for this, but I don't know. You can see I just only got in there a little bit. I'm going to continue to work through this. I want to mix it with something, but I'm not sure what yet. Also, Fluffy Marshmallow, I used this, what did I use this with? I think I might have used this with Pink Sugar, but her Fluffy Marshmallow is amazing. Like, that's what I wanted to really like get across. Her Fluffy Marshmallow is so good. I am like in love with it. So there's what it was, like shimmery on top, but I of course ran that. But yes, Fluffy Marshmallow is a winner. I will use that for mixing purposes. Let's move. There we go. Her Pink Sugar. You guys know that I am not loving Pink Sugar right now, but hers probably is one of my favorites, I would say. It's soft. It's not that super strong perfumey type Pink Sugar. I almost feel like she mixes it with something, or maybe she just found an oil that's not as strong as all the other Pink Sugars, or maybe she doesn't use as much oil. I don't know. But it's good. I like her Pink Sugar quite a bit. So I have no problem like using it as a mixer, which I did. And let's see, let me show how much I used of that. So I just have a little bit left. I'll probably find something to mix with that this week. Let's see. So let me talk about just really quick the things that I didn't get done that'll go in my next basket. Energize. And also I had ginger ale and strawberry cake, but I think I'm going to use ginger ale with something else. I don't think I want to use it with strawberry cake. I think I want to use it with like, I think I want to use ginger ale with like, not a, more of a fruity, not a cake fruity. You know what I mean? So I might, this is going to go back in my basket and I'm going to try again. I just don't think I want to use it with strawberry cake. So one of the bags I didn't get through, which will go in my next basket, and I'll talk about it again. Sweet Dreams, Cotton Candy Frosting, Vanilla Bean Noel. I didn't use any of that. This one, let's talk about this one really quick. I only warmed 3 of these. This is Sugar Cookie Marshmallow Zucchini from Front Porch Candle Company. These are paraffin butterflies. These did phenomenal. I've had this for quite a while. I think her paraffin is much better than her Parasoy, her Grubbies that she does, or I don't know, I think she's doing more than Grubbies now. I don't know. But I think her paraffin is better than her Grubbies, because these did amazingly well, and I've had this for a long time. The only problem is that I felt like this is just way too sweet for my nose. If you like any of these scents, I feel like you would probably like this one, but see, now in the bag, I really smell that spicy zucchini, so I'm going to warm this one again and see how I feel about it. But it was a little bit on the sweeter side, although I do smell that zucchini in there now, so I don't know what's up with that. Let's put this guy back. Let me see. Hopefully, I don't want that to catch on fire. I was like, that's a little too close to the candle. Okay, so this one I did as well, rhubarb ginger. I did not know if I was going to like this or not. I freaking loved this. So apparently, I think rhubarb is a vegetable, but everyone thinks it's a fruit. I was reading up on it because I wanted to read like what the scent notes were. This is like a tart sweet. It's like a sweet and tart at the same time. I mean, it smells a little like off in the bag, like it's really strong, but in warmers, it did phenomenal. It did really well, really strong. I really love this. It was, like I said, it was like a sweet and tart at the same time. I don't know how much ginger I was getting out of there, but it was good for me. So I'm going to keep warming through that as well. This one is a great nighttime melt. This is Sassy Girl Aroma, Peppermint, Rosemary's Love Potion, Eucalyptus, and Spearmint. I'm not remembering what Rosemary's Love Potion is. I feel like it's a sweet lavender and like chamomile or something along those lines. This one is a nice night melt. I still have 4 chunks in there. Oh, it's just so pretty. It really, really is. Just a perfect soothing night scent. I really enjoy warming this one at night. So I will continue to keep warming through that one. And that one would definitely be a repurchase. This one I didn't touch at all, so I need to get into there. Strawberry, Cotton Candy Frosting, Saltwater Taffy, Marshmallow. So that is everything. I need to... Oh yeah, that one smells really good too. I don't know why I didn't bust into this one. I just ran out of time. So I am going to be back with a new melt basket. But that is everything I finished, and I think I got through quite a bit. Like, I'm really impressed. Like, as I was rolling through this stuff, I was like, dang. It's like you're finally getting somewhere, because I see these other people that have these super long like videos of all these scents that they've melted, and I'm like, geez, I have like 7 things that I warmed through in an entire month. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to make this more of like a regular series, whatever the hell you want to call it. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope if you have any comments, or I hope you found something that you liked here. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask. I'm going to go pull some new stuff for a new basket, and I will be back with that so I can get started on another week. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys, like all of your support and your comments and all that. I can't say that enough. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.